Hello guys and welcome to Boston Heights, a new project here on my channel and also a very special project which I've been working on for the last couple of weeks. Basically, this will be one of the two parks that will be featured on the PAX 2017 in Boston from Planet Coaster, where some really cool streamers will be live streaming from the event in Boston. So Silvarret and I have been asked to prepare two parks that can be used during the event and leave some cool possibilities for the streamers to build upon this pre-prepared park. So right now, at the same time as this video is going live, you can also see on Silvarret's channel how he's going to prepare his park for the PAX. And from my point of view, or maybe not from my point of view, but from my point today, this is the first of 3 episodes you will see, and some more nice cinematic videos at the end of this week. But much more important is to tell you that the PAX, in case you didn't know yet, will be taking place from the 10th of March. And you can also see a few live streams which I will now put in with a little screenshot onto the video, because I don't have them in mind. And so you can see when this, the whole schedule is taking place, and you can make sure to join in, because you will also get some really cool new information about the 1.2 update of Planet Coaster, which will be released in April, mid to late April this year, and I'm really excited to see what's coming with this update. And also, I'm really excited to hear some major news about this. Spoilers ahead, guys. In this park, you won't see anything new. This is the same build as you are playing on, and I have no idea what's coming up. So this is just a little park prepared from some of my older blueprints and some of my new builds, which you will see in this park. Basically, it's a little bit different compared to my usual projects, because this park should be a working park in the end, which is also able to be played on a good frame rate. So I couldn't go too crazy with all the builds. But I wanted to get in with a cool park in the end in general, so this was kind of a new challenge for me, because apart from the Seasons Park, which I've been working on for months, this will be one of the only parks which are finished in the end and ready to be running. And this was also really interesting, and I spent the last months building this park. But in this first episode, you will first of all see the basic layout, getting in some old blueprints and just layouting where I can get in with different rides and attractions and restaurants. And you will also see me doing a wooden coaster, I guess, will be also in this episode. But maybe just something to mention beforehand, because you might already have noticed that the quality of the video is not as good as it is usually. This is basically because I streamed this first attempt of the park to my Twitch channel, and yeah, because of quality reasons and my processor is not well enough to run recording and streaming at the same time, I just used the Twitch recording for the YouTube video as well. So it's not too bad, because it's speeded up by 12 times, I guess. So the quality is okay, but it's in the end it's 720p and not 1080p. So this is a major difference. But somewhere in the middle of the video, we will be back to the normal quality of my video, so with 1080p. And yeah, basically what I can also tell you about this park is that since it's taking place in Boston, I tried to kind of style the park in some of the things you would see in Boston, and maybe a little bit also oriented upon the buildings, the historical buildings from Boston and stuff like this. And you will also see me building some bigger buildings that are really well inspired by buildings that you can find in Boston City. So there was the attempt to give Frontier 2 different parks. So one is my park, which is a pretty, let's call it classical park in terms of layouts. It's a really widespread park with big, wide, long path winding through this area, and slightly hilly as well. It's not too completely flattened out. and it's basically classical styled and historical buildings and nothing too modern in it, while Silvarret is going to attempt a little bit more of a modern approach to his buildings and stuff like this, so that we could show the game with some of the strengths the game has. And this is obviously that you can go into a park, but with the help of the building tools and the style you get into, you can create two completely different parks in terms of feeling, in terms of atmosphere, and in terms of the building style in general, and simply just to show the strengths of the game. And we hope that it somehow turned out to be working. I guess it does, but you can judge yourself as always. Anyway, I also tried to make this layout of the wooden coaster as realistic as possible. I'm not too sure whether it's more inspired by a GCI, but you know, it's just a really classical wooden layout with kind of this nice skyline to it if you're just watching from the side of the coaster, and some really basic elements like this really high airtime hills, and also this kind of nice airtime hills toward the end, trying to stick as close to the ground as possible. And in some later stages of the time lapses, you will also see me bringing in some more of the terrain to make the coaster look a little bit closer to the terrain in general, to make it even seem to be faster than it really is. It's not too slow, to be honest, but it's also not too fast. And yeah, this was basically the challenge I put myself on with this wooden coaster. And I guess from my feelings and from my taste, this is maybe the best wooden coaster I've built so far. It's one of the first ones I've built in general, so it might not be the best rating there over, but you know, it's I guess it's one of the best coasters in general I've built in the game. It's pretty realistic, I guess, with some really real life elements that you can see pretty much all over the wooden coasters all over the world. And also a lot of smoothing going on right now is also pretty obvious for this kind of coaster. And in the end, it's a cool coaster. I like riding it, and I hope you do too. You won't see a POV in this video. I will get this POV in for the cinematic video, I guess. I'm not too sure if this will be excluded or included in it, but you will see it in the end of this week, or maybe beginning of next week. So this should be it for the commentary. I am pretty sure that this week you will see 2 other episodes of this project, and I hope you do enjoy it, and you are also as excited as I am for the PAX 2017 going on starting from Friday. So just a few days, guys, until we see and can feel and listen to the community managers and see what's coming up next with Planet Coaster. I'm really excited to see what's new. We've all seen this kind of new screenshot where we all are really amazed by, because we have already spotted so many new things. And yeah, keep posted. Just make sure to watch the Planet Coaster channels on Facebook, on Twitter, so you can be informed about everything what's going on. Also, I put down a link to the forums where you can see the final times for the live streams. And everything else. And as always, please guys, go down into the comment section below, give me your feedback, and yeah, just feel free to say anything you want, and let me know what you think of it. So there will be no possibility to change anything. The park is ready. The park has already been sent to Frontier, so this time you have to deal with it, what I've been coming up with. But in general, give me some feedback, leave some feedback. I really much appreciate that. And yeah, see you in the next video. Bye guys.